Let's take a dip into the North Pacific Ocean. In this watery realm, dolphins swim and play. Watch closely, the dolphin is quick. With a blink of an eye, you might just miss. From down in the depths to up in the air, jumping so high as if to fly. Say hello to the Pacific white-sided dolphin. Dolphins and whales inspire us and fill us with curiosity. Their stories invite us into their world, a place of mystery and wonder. When story and experience join together, we learn to care and celebrate life in our ocean world.
Hello everyone and welcome to Ocean Discovery. Wasn't that amazing? My name is Taylor and soon you'll get a chance to meet some of our beluga family. You may be wondering where the name Beluga comes from. It actually comes from the Russian word meaning white. Beluga whales are often shy and very timid, but through patience and care, we earn their trust. One of the most rewarding parts of my job is developing a unique relationship with these amazing marine mammals. They teach us so much and inspire us to care for them. In fact, their care is our #1 priority.
That's right. Hi everybody, my name is Tessa. And joining us in just a moment, you all are going to meet Martha. Martha is one of our adult female beluga whales. She is over 10 feet long and weighs almost 1,200 pounds. Now, that may sound pretty big, but believe it or not, our biggest whale here at Whale and Dolphin Stadium is over 2,300 pounds. Now everyone, take a look at the glass and you'll see Martha demonstrating some of her beautiful moves in the water.
The beluga whale's body is robust and stocky, with thick layers of blubber that keeps them warm in icy waters. Belugas move gracefully through the watery world. They typically swim around 3 miles per hour, but can reach speeds of nearly 40 miles per hour if needed. Unlike the killer whale, belugas do not have a dorsal fin on their back, so there's less surface area for heat loss. This allows belugas to swim just below the Arctic ice to locate breathing holes.
That's right, and if you notice, you'll see a dorsal ridge that runs along the back of beluga whales, as you'll see on Martha and Oliver. Now, let's talk a little bit about belugas' heads and neck. Amazingly, they have lots of mobility in their heads. They can move their head up and down, and even from side to side. Here's another fun fact about beluga whales.
Beluga whales have a large forehead called the melon. The melon actually changes shape as the whale makes sounds, and scientists think that the melon might also focus sound waves produced by the beluga whale.
In fact, beluga whales have a nickname. They are also known as the canaries of the sea because of the wide range of vocals that they can make. Listen as Martha and Oliver demonstrate some of these sounds. This first one we call their clicker. This next one is called Oliver's duck quack. And this last one is Martha's bird chirp.
Scientists have discovered that these whales make more than 11 different types of vocalizations, and sailors have observed their sounds through the hulls of their ships. These vocalizations are an important part of beluga whale communication. Beluga whales live in family groups called pods. A pod can number anywhere from 2 or 3 whales to as many as 25 animals. pods will join together, forming superpods which can have thousands of individuals. Let's take a moment and talk about the youngest members of our beluga pod, the calves.
Here in SeaWorld San Antonio, we have a pod of 8 beluga whales. Our youngest whale was born on August 11th and is almost 8 weeks old. Also, our oldest whale is 38. And if you'll notice along the glass, you'll see Samson, who's our 3-year-old beluga whale. Can you believe that mothers are pregnant with their calves for over 15 months and give birth to a baby that's almost 5 feet long? And if you'll notice with Samson, he's darker in his coloration. That's because beluga calves are born a dark gray color, and this helps them to blend in with their mother's shadow. They'll swim just underneath their mother in their mother's slipstream for safety and support. Now, beluga mothers and calves spend many years together as the calves grow, learn, and develop into being a grown-up beluga whale.
Through patience and diligence, we develop a relationship with these animals based on trust. It's not easy and it takes years to accomplish, but the results are simply amazing. Now enjoy as Tessa and I give you a glimpse of just how amazing that relationship can be.
You see, the relationships that we share as humans are also very important to these intelligent and caring creatures of our ocean world. So when you think of your own friends and family, how essential it is to care for each other and to keep each other safe, remember that we are not so different from our fellow creatures with whom we share our home.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that was Taylor, Tessa, Kristen, Samson, Martha, and Oliver. Hello everyone, my name is Mara, and if you're wondering where my voice is coming from, I'm actually out here with you guys in the audience. Wait to me if you can see me. Hi. Our job here at SeaWorld is just as important about taking care of these animals as it is to give you guys, our guests, about the animals that call SeaWorld home. I would like to introduce to you guys Poblano. She's flying right above you guys right now. This is Poblano. Poblano is an 8-year-old green-winged macaw, naturally found in the rainforest treetops of Central and South America. Macaws are very social birds, often living in large flocks. Now these guys have a lot of adaptations to help them survive out in the rainforest, such as this large beak that's right in front of your face. This large beak allows her to brush over any large seeds or nuts that she may think might come across. As she's demonstrating right now, she just cracks open an almond nut. Now they also have really cool feet. Their feet are called zygosactyl, which means they have 2 toes that face forward and 2 toes that face backwards. This allows them to be very agile up in the treetops and also in the air. So not only are they very agile in the treetops, but of course in the air, these guys can fly up to 35 miles per hour. Very good, Poblano. Now, as you guys just saw, they have very bright colored feathers, which makes them a very popular pet. But what a lot of people do not know is macaws can live over 70 years in age, a lot of times outliving their owners. Now, these guys are known for their brightly colored feathers, which makes it hard for them in their environment. These guys are threatened and some endangered. There's over 350 different species of parrots. And like I said, some are threatened because of the illegal pet trade and also habitat destruction. Here at SeaWorld San Antonio, we have an organization called the SeaWorld Busch Garden Conservation Fund, which grants over $1 million every single year for the past 13 years. And that allows them to help protect all kinds of different parrots, such as this very own. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Poblano. You got a glimpse of these fascinating creatures earlier on in the show, and now they're back to say hello. Everyone, say hello to the Pacific white-sided dolphin. This species of dolphin can be found in the temperate waters of the North Pacific Ocean. Here at SeaWorld, we also call them lags, which is short for their scientific name, Lagaricus obliquidus. We want to give all of you a chance to get even closer, so joining me on your left-hand side is Tessa and a special member from this audience.
Hi, everybody. What's your name? And where are you from? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Madison, all the way from Katy, Texas. All right, Madison, you are going to be meeting one of our dolphins today. Are you excited? All right, guys, she's excited. And here she is. Madison, this is Avalon. Avalon is a 17-year-old Pacific white-sided dolphin. Now, Pacific white-sided dolphins get their name because of how they look. That's because of their white sides and their white bellies. Look at her go. Now, have you ever touched a dolphin before? Okay, Madison, well today is your lucky day. We're gonna give Avalon a touch on her back. So if you wanna bend down, take your hand and rub it right here. What does she feel like? She feels like a killer whale. Wow, I've never heard that one before, but that's exactly right, because killer whales are dolphins too. Did you know that? Now, killer whales are some of the biggest dolphins, while Pacific white-sided dolphins, they are some of the smallest. Now, even though Avalon's pretty small, she can move really, really fast. Do you want to see just how fast she can swim? All right, we're gonna roll her over. I'm gonna have you bend down one more time and give her a big poke right here on the belly. 1, 2, 3. Go for it. And she's up. Look at her go. Wow. Now she can swim almost 22 miles per hour. Isn't that awesome? Do you want to feed her some fish? All right, let's feed Avalon some fish. You can toss that right into her mouth. Great job, one more time. Now Avalon eats about 20 pounds of fish a day, and that's because she uses so much energy. These dolphins are called the acrobats of the sea because of how high they can jump. So let's let everybody see just how high Avalon can jump. And there she goes. Watch for her right over there. Wow, that was pretty cool, huh? All right, we're about to say bye to Avalon. But before we do, we're gonna have you feed her some last fish. There you go. Toss that right into her mouth again. Now go ahead and smell your fingers for me. What do they smell like? Pretty fishy, huh? Well, here at SeaWorld, we have a special way to get rid of that smell. You're gonna take your hands and rub them up and down on your hands. There we go. Now wave to mom and dad. Are they out there? Hi. All right, Madison. Let's give Avalon a big wave goodbye. Ready? Wave to her. Awesome. Great job. And we'll go point Avalon right on back to her friends. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for my special guest, Madison.
Pacific white-sided dolphins are social animals and live in large family groups or pods. They are often seen swimming along with other dolphins and even large whales. Highly energetic, fast and graceful, these water acrobats seem to defy gravity as they leap, twirl, and dive. Strong and incredibly fast, they're enthusiastic swimmers and can swim at speeds of up to 22 miles per hour. These graceful animals are truly the acrobats of the sea. Difference for these creatures and their environment. Nothing is too small or insignificant. What we do matters. What you do will have an impact. You've already started making an impact by visiting us here at SeaWorld. You're supporting our efforts to care for the world around us. Dive deep and learn all you can. Together we can make a world of difference.
go to the front of our park, our brand new addition, Dolphin Point, and see how you can interact in our Beluga Interaction program.